I am mentally preparing myself for this burn. It's gonna be fiery, but it's gonna be quick. So it's gonna be uncomfortable and we're gonna power through. And you're gonna start lying down on your back. We're gonna keep a neutral spine for the first couple of exercises, lifting legs up into tabletop. And you're gonna alternate tapping toes to the mat. Lower that femur and bring it right up perpendicular with your hip. So that 90-degree angle here and the 90-degree angle under the knee. So we're pulling belly button in and back. Think about the corset, engage your pelvic floor. So you want to avoid that bulge in the center of the abs. You're really working the muscles all around. We're doing lots of reps of each exercise today, so not many exercises. We're just going to move through them slowly with lots of reps so we really feel the burn. So just try to get lost in this sort of meditative, feeling of repetitive movement. Last two. And one. All right, stay here. You're just gonna lengthen one leg out at a time. Along the mat to hover and pull back up to tabletop. Single leg stretch. Adding in a little work of the quad. A little more challenging to the core as you lengthen that leg out. Open up the front of the hip. To make it less challenging, you want to send that leg a little higher rather than, low to hover above the mat. You can send it somewhere around 45 degrees out. So the lower you go, the harder it is. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab a hold of the back of your shin, lengthen out the other leg for scissors, curling up now in that C spine, and we switch, switch, switch. That's the pace we're going to take this. Again, opening up the front of the hip and that lengthened leg. And then really pull that leg towards you to get that hamstring stretch. And stay lifted from your center. Think of lifting from here and not lifting your head in, because that's how you'll strain your neck. 3, 2, 1, hands behind the head, and same thing with the legs, we're just adding rotation. So it's like bicycle and scissors in 1. Get that elbow across the body, working those obliques. Feel the burn. And lengthen. If it gets too challenging, just bend the legs for your normal bicycle. Verse 6, 4, 2, and 1. Take a rest, hug those knees in, shake it out, roll it out, whatever you need to do. Quick rest. All right, now you're gonna have your hands on your both shins now. And then you're going to extend the legs away and arms overhead. Hug everything back in. And then extend. Double leg stretch. Extend. Be cognizant of that bulge that can happen in your core. Try to flatten it by using the whole wraparound muscles of your core. Send those legs out at 45 degrees. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest that head, keep legs in tabletop. All right, we're just gonna crunch the knees in towards you, doing these hip lifts. So lift those hips up off your mat, draw the knees towards your face. Just a little hop. All the way back to tabletop and draw it in. Try not to use too much momentum. It's pretty controlled. Exhale in each rep will really help you connect to the deep abdominals. We're almost done. Stay with me. Last 6 here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the tabletop legs, arms straight up at shoulder height. You're going to extend opposite limbs away from your center and pull back. And then alternate. Reach, pull it back. Extend. So it's a little dead bug to finish up. Slow and controlled. Abs are burning. Sometimes you just really want to burn out a muscle group. At least I do. I crave it. Last 6. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Let's roll around to a swan stretch. Drop your hips, lift the gaze, lengthen out the torso, stretching out those abs. Looking over your right shoulder, letting the left hip drop towards the mat. And switch. And back to center, one more stretch, look up. And send it back, child's pose. Bada bing, bada boom. We are done. Nice job.